Hi, I'm Dan Blather. Now, Dan Blather, put this story out on Twitter and about how it just gnaws my soul. How could we let this happen? Still nearly 500 migrant children separated from their family. See, I even have this very awful-looking picture of people sitting around near aluminum foil. And I know that just tugs at your heart. But what I didn't say was back in 2014, there was a child migrant crisis at the border of Texas, and that arrivals had spiked nearly 178% in 1 year. Even worse is I didn't tell you that Border Patrol agents had only accounted about 16,000 back in 2009, but it had gone up to 52,000 unaccompanied minors from the 4 countries, meaning that would be Mexico, Guatemala, El Salvador, and Honduras. Now, my friends over at CNBC back in 2014 were asked what triggered the child immigration crisis. Well, the first thing that is they had a law passed in 2008. It was signed by President George W. Bush. No immediate deportations of unaccompanied minors from Central America. It is funny, though, that they did exclude Mexico. So it's only from places like Guatemala and El Salvador. Very curious. Very curious indeed. Let's see, during the 2008, when the law was adopted, there were fewer than 5,000 unaccompanied minors captured at the border. But then that went up to 52,000 in 1 year? Isn't it interesting how we pass a law in Washington and people down in Guatemala and El Salvador automatically know to send their children up here? Isn't that so humane of us? Now here we have a story from the Washington Times. 68,000 illegal immigrants with criminal records are caught and released. This, of course, comes from 2014. They got 720,000 immigrants eligible for deportation, but only filed charges against fewer than 195,000 of them. This, children, is known as catch and release, and it is a policy that was put in place by President Barack Obama. So it would appear I'm not being very fair to Mr. Trump, and of course I'm not. I hate him. But the problems that he's dealing with were actually created by George W. Bush, the United States Congress, and Barack Obama. You see, because if they're able to know that we pass a law, in just a few years, the number of unaccompanied minors goes from 16,000 to 52,000. What we do here has consequences down there. As you can see, all these ex-presidents, they're just yucking it up. I know what Bill Clinton probably saying. He's saying, I made a lot more money giving speeches than you ever will. And Barack Obama laughing. He's going, I'll just write a couple of books. And next thing you know, I'll have as much money as you do. And George W. Bush is thinking, he's looking back and he's thinking, I was always rich. Anyway, I am not a journalist, but I did play one on TV.